If you can get someone to think about Hashem for 1 second, that itself is worth everything.
If there wouldn't be a kollel or a shul, there would be something else. But over here, in Bensalem, Bucks County, there's nothing else. We are the Jewish lifeline of this area.
It's worth the entire, everything that we've put together here for one Hunter and Rachel.
In 1996, I was learning in Beis Medrash Gavoya in Lakewood, and I was offered an opportunity to come to Bensalem and to try to create a shul and a community. We purchased a shell, which is currently our shul, and a piece of grass to build a mikveh. That mikveh had been used close to 8,000 times. The shul progressed to become a minimum 3 times a day, full-time outreach director, and a kollel of Yungalite families who live here in Bensalem. Bucks County contains over 50,000 Jews. Every one of them a special person. Baruch Hashem, we've had the opportunity to touch many of them, but there's so many more for us to try to reach. Today we're going to focus on the journey of 2 of them, Hunter and Rachel Most, very, very special people who we had the great schus, the great merit to be involved with.
I grew up in a place called Holland, Pennsylvania, about 15 minutes away from Bensalem. I knew that I was Jewish, my family was Jewish, had a bar mitzvah in a non-kosher Italian restaurant.
A few years ago, I was in a friend of mine's house, Yossi Ehrman, and he told me, Moshe, there's a guy who went on the Mentor's mission from Bucks County, and he's back in Bucks County. His name is Hunter Most. Yossi Brescher gave me the phone number, here it is. We made up to meet, and at that time our outreach director was Rabbi Moshe Selinger. They started going out to coffee, and Hunter started coming to learn.
So really the impact for me at Bensalem was it was a place to make sure that I could keep growing and not sliding back. I knew that I was interested in Judaism and what a religious life had to offer. Really just started with learning and keeping that touch point. Rubber really hit the road when I thought that it would be a good idea for me to move into town and get a little closer.
We found out that there was someone living right behind us, back to back in the apartments. Being so close to them, we very quickly invited them over for a Shabbos meal and got to know them.
Hunter had recently met Rachel, and I actually approached him. I asked him, would Rachel be interested in learning with a chavrusa? And actually he got back to me that she was interested, and she started learning with my wife on a weekly basis.
Fast forward, at one point he and Rachel were living in Bensalem already in a rented apartment. Hunter was coming 3 times a week to learn. They were scheduled to get married in about a year. And at one point we tried to sit down with people, Yom Naran, various times and talk about Kabbalahs. And I asked them if they would get married in a Jewish wedding.
The rabbi's help and encouragement, we had a full-scale from wedding here in the shul. I was really given carte blanche to make that whatever we needed to do in order to get the support from my family.
You ready? Hunter, you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're gonna pick up my yarmulke, and you're obligating yourself now to support Rachel and to treat her all the laws of a Jewish husband to a Jewish wife.
Woo!
I was able to be an aide by the chuppah and dance with them and celebrate with the beautiful, beautiful chasana.
One of the most beautiful events we've ever had in this shul was their wedding. Not only did the kollel enjoy it, not only did all the people from the community enjoy it, but their family and friends from Penn State had an amazing time. One of the women who came told my wife she never had such a beautiful experience at a wedding as this one, even with the mechitza. She said if anything, the mechitza made it nicer.
After my baby was born, I called the rabbi and said, okay, now what do I need to know about a shalom zacher and a bris?
When Hunter had a baby, the whole community celebrated with him. And I was zeicha to be the Kohen, who seldom back his kid after 30 days.
Hunter's mother, who had been coming here often, took a sudden medical turn to the worst and passed away. Hunter called me when she was very, very seriously ill, told me that in her will it said she should be cremated. She didn't know any better. I went to the hospital, we spoke with some of the brothers, but it was clearly an uphill battle to get things changed.
We were able to coordinate a proper Jewish burial for her, went through the Shiva process, and got to have a lot of community support during that time as well.
I feel like he's made choices that most people in his life stage wouldn't choose. But I feel like that was a choice he made, and he wants to be able to live close to Ishul, and he's willing to forego in some way other things that, people in his social circles be doing.
I wanted to wish Hunter and Rachel continued success in all their endeavors, and I'm looking forward to sharing more simchas together, Be'ez Hashem.
It's amazing how things come together, but Hunter's power of studying Torah and then his doing what he did to bury his mother properly and now making a siyum that'll be a merit for her soul, it just seems to come together in such a beautiful way tonight. I wish them mazel tov, and I wish them from the bottom of my heart to continue their journey and see nachas from their son and from many, many more children. B'shar tov.